Welcome to Gemcraft Studio here at Shop LC, where all of your favorite jewelry projects begin. I am Sara Lovecraft, and today I have a very interesting project mixing some of my favorite gemstones into a bracelet. Let's get started. For today's project, you're going to need your cutter tool and your crimper tool. You're also going to use a combination of your chain nose pliers and your bent chain nose pliers, as well as your round nose pliers. We will be using about 12 inches of bead stringing wire. We have 2 head pins, 2 wire guardians, 2 crimp tubes, a clasp, a jump ring with an extension chain, and then we have our beads. We have rose quartz nugget beads, some freshwater pearls, some tiny little spinel spacers, some beautiful round beads, and a decorative metal bead with a moon and star. To get started, we're going to take our crimp tube and our wire guardian and thread those on to the end of our beading wire. So first, our crimp tube, then the wire guardian, taking the wire up through the wire guardian, down through the wire guardian, and before we go back down through our crimp, we're going to thread our clasp on. Thread the clasp onto the tail of the beading wire and drop that into the horseshoe portion of the wire guardian. Then take the tail end of your wire and go through your crimp tube. Bring the crimp tube up to the wire guardian, making sure that your wires are not crisscrossing inside. And then you're going to place that into the back notch of your crimper tool and give that a squeeze. Turn it sideways, place that into the front notch of the crimper tool and give that a squeeze. Now we're going to use our cutter tool to trim off the excess beading wire, and then we are going to thread on our beads. Thread on 1 spinel, 1 of the rose quartz, the spinel, rose quartz, a spinel, and 1 more rose quartz. Now thread on 2 of the spinel, one of our decorative turquoise colored beads, 2 more spinel, a freshwater pearl, 2 more spinel, a turquoise colored bead, 2 spinel, and then our decorative metal bead for the center. This marks the center, so we're going to repeat our pattern in the opposite direction. 2 spinel and a turquoise colored bead. 2 spinel and a freshwater pearl. 2 more spinel, 1 more of our turquoise colored beads, and then 2 more of the spinel. And the spinel drill hole is very tiny, so it is kind of hard to see. All right, now we're going to transition back with our rose quartz. So 1 rose quartz and 1 spinel, spinel, rose quartz, spinel, our last rose quartz and our last spinel, and then we are going to crimp again. Now we're ready to crimp again. We're going to thread on our crimp tube and our wire guardian. Go up through the wire guardian, and then down through the wire guardian, and you can catch your jump ring with your extension chain at this point, or you can use your pliers to open and close the jump ring to attach it later. But I'm going to go ahead and thread mine on now. So I'm going to drop that jump ring right down into the horseshoe shape of the wire guardian, take the tail end of my wire and go down through my crimp, and then pull everything down. Again, making sure that our wires are not crisscrossing inside our crimp, and then we're going to place that into the back notch of the crimper tool. Give that a squeeze. Turn that sideways, place it into the front notch of the crimper tool, and give that a squeeze. Come in with your cutter and trim off any of the excess beading wire. Go ahead and attach your clasp to your jump ring, and then we're going to add some decorative dangles to the end of our extension chain with our freshwater pearls and head pins. So the end of the extension chain is plain. I do like to add a little something extra, so I have 2 head pins here with balls on the end. We're going to wire wrap our pearls directly to the chain. So take one of your head pins, thread on a freshwater pearl, drop that down. Then you're going to come in with your chain nose pliers, grab the wire right where it is exiting your bead, bend the wire over the top of the pliers, come in with your round nose pliers and grab the wire. Go up and over the top barrel of the pliers, rotate the pliers in your hand and take the wire over to the other side to create your loop. You're going to take that off of the tool and you're going to thread that on to the last link on your extension chain and just slide that link right into the loop that you just created. Now, using bent chain nose pliers, I'm going to hold the loop and then use my other pliers to grab the wire and create a wrapped loop to attach our pearl to the end of the chain. Once you have your wire wraps, come in with your cutter tool and trim off the excess wire. You can leave just one pearl as your dangle, or you can add an additional pearl. So I'm going to repeat this process and add a second pearl to the end of the chain, threading my pearl onto my head pin and following the same steps, grabbing with my chain nose pliers, bending the wire over the top of the pliers, coming in with my round nose pliers, going up and over, rotate the pliers in your hand and take the wire over to the other side. Remove from the tool, thread the wire through the last link of the chain and drop that chain link into the loop that you just created. And then grab the loop with your bent chain nose pliers. Use your other chain nose pliers to create your wrapped loop. Come in with your cutter tool and trim off the excess wire, and you're done. The extension chain on the bracelet will help you adjust the sizing. There should be at least 2 inches of chain here. So if you have a 7-inch bracelet, you can get all the way up to about 9 inches on that bracelet just by adjusting where you attach your clasp. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed today's project. Again, I am Sara Lovecraft with Gemcraft Studio here at Shop LC. Be sure to like and subscribe and let us know in the comments section what are some of your favorite gemstone combinations.